Okay, as we get into the corporate wellness idea, one of the things that I think you've got to come to the table with and is the goal of your program. What is your program going to accomplish for this company? For me, it was to help the companies that I work with control healthcare costs through wellness programming. In order to do that, most companies need a complete cultural change. Food days need to be done away with, or food days need to become healthy food days. Um, the whole cooler talk needs to be changed from where'd you go party the other night to how you doing in the wellness contest. That being said, you've got to stay in front of their face. You've got to every week, just like with your clients, be in their head. And if you don't do that, you're not going to be successful. And if you're not successful with changing the culture of these companies, um, they're not going to see a change in healthcare costs, and your contract's not going to last that long, bottom line. Now, that being said, I try to push for a year commitment from any company. You're just simply not going to see that big a change in any shorter period of time, especially not when we're talking insurance costs and experience. Uh, my experience shows that the only way to effectively do that is to keep after them for a long period of time, and what happens is their utilization rates will go down. They'll become more health conscious. They'll make better decisions. And we don't, as humans, do those things unless we're incentivized. And these are some of the conversations you need to have in your sales process. None of these programs, no matter how geniusly they are designed, no matter how entertaining you are, or no matter how good you are with video or technology or exercise or nutrition, are going to work unless people are incentivized. And the bottom line is some of them are going to feel downright resentful that their boss is trying to get them to work out. So that all has to come from the top down. The top of any company has to buy into these programs wholeheartedly, 100%, and needs to show by example that they are on board. If they're not on board, you're simply not going to drag on the worker bees. It just won't happen. A few things that we've tested that work fairly well, and you can look into these. You really need. I've begun working with an HR consultant. Have used him off and on to make sure that I don't break any rules as far as employment goes, or suggest things that could get the company in trouble. But one of the things we've done with one is preferred healthcare rates. If you work out 3 times a week, then and you have your manager sign off on it, and you turn in your log sheet every month for that quarter, your healthcare rates will be the preferred rates, which are slightly reduced from what everybody else pays who do not exercise. You could do a deductible reimbursement program. After if for a given period of time they meet the level of exercise that you have deemed to be necessary, then the company will kick in X percentage of the deductible. Because a lot of times in companies that are trying to control costs, that's one of the things that are done, higher deductibles in order to bring down healthcare rates. So those are just a couple major things you could get the company to buy into. The other things that we've had a lot of success with, and we do a lot now, are paid time off. So maybe a competition that we'll get into in one of these videos coming up is rewarded by 4 hours of paid time off, or 8 hours of paid time off, or another contest we give away tickets to a Six Flags amusement park. We've done competitions where the winner of some type of challenge within the competition gets lunch with one of the managers. Awesome team building opportunity. Or how about we do Walker's Win is one of our biggest wellness promotions, and I'll talk about that in depth pretty soon. With that one, we do a clinic night out. So in that particular contest, the employees are competing as teams, and the team to win gets taken out for movie and dinner on the company, and the managers accompany them. So again, so many positive things can happen there, regardless of, or in addition to the controlling the healthcare costs. But what I want to stress in this video is you've got to get the company behind you. One of the costs that they need to understand is we've got to incentivize our employees, and that's not going to come out of your pocket. And there's a lot of creative ways of doing that.